Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Lawrence going to put it up right away.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Ramsey.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
This will be taken at the 10. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Come on, set. Check, pick. Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Colts at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jelani Woods, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Quiddy Pay. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quiddy Pay drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
23 yards on the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
On the jet sweep, this is Marshall.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Terrace Marshall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Lawrence.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on second down. Lawrence.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Gay now set to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Quick, and oh, he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell from 8 yards out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get
touchdown, Colts.
Jelani Woods.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Now Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Day is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Campbell making the catch.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.